Welcome to Sardinia in a nutshell. As you can see, this is a very different video, and that's because it's the special for Halloween. Today I will read to you a story taken by a true legend from Sardinia. The story is called Sas Panas. So let's begin. It was a night like any other when Bettina furtively sneaked out of the cottage, her young mistress Marianna closing the door softly behind her. Bettina hesitated for a while in front of the closed door, biting her lips nervously and clenching the handle of her wicker basket. For a moment she thought of begging her young mistress to let her in again, but the thought of facing her wrath gave her the courage to take the first steps towards the river. "Bloody typical," she said to herself to feel less alone. "We can't go anywhere without Signorina Marianna getting her clothes dirty with any man who breathes. Why can't she bloody behave for once?" Bettina had arrived in Sardinia from the mainland a few weeks ago with her young mistress. Her master, the rich merchant Signor Pozzuoli, always took his eldest daughter on his business travels so that she wouldn't fool around in his absence. Little did he know that Marianna, as smart as she was beautiful, always found a way to sneak out of his sight and get to know the local male population better. This time was no different, and Bettina, her servant, had to clean up after her young mistress. "One day I'm gonna find myself a good man," continued Bettina out loud. "And I'm gonna leave her alone and never come back. And then she'll have to wash her own stupid clothes." As instructed by her young mistress, Bettina walked upstream until the cottage was out of sight. The full moon illuminated her path, but the night was eerily quiet. The wind was still, and a nocturnal animal was hunting. The silence was broken only by a dull, repetitive noise Bettina knew well. Someone was doing their laundry. A few more steps, and then she saw her. Partly hidden by the reeds, a woman was rubbing some clothes on a washboard. Bettina was instantaneously relieved. She didn't know Sardinian people did their washing in the moonlight. She now understood why she heard others at home describing them as weird. From time to time, she would look at her silent companion, trying to find a way to break the ice. "I didn't know Sardinian did their washing at night," Bettina said. The woman ignored her and continued her work without saying a word. Bettina, hurt and a little annoyed, continued, "In the mainland, this would never be allowed. This is not appropriate time for any woman to be alone." And again, she received no answer. "I knew Sardinian people were coarse and rude," she said, "but I'd have thought they would at least acknowledge someone when they speak." This time, the unknown woman merely started humming to herself a sad lullaby. "How rude!" Bettina shouted, looking at her more closely. That's when she noticed. The lady, with her black long hair loose on her back, was wearing a white nightgown. Midway through it, however, the gown was soaked in blood. Bettina stood up, agitated. "Miss," she said, "you are hurt. You must seek medical assistance at once." The woman continued washing and humming. Therefore, Bettina decided to take the matter in her own hands. She walked to the woman and grasped her by the wrist, forcing her to stop washing. The woman shrieked, and Bettina was hit by something soft and hot on her face. Her face started to burn like it was on fire. "You little slut," said the woman, shouting. Look what you have done! Bettina, stunned by the pain in her face, started crying and crawled to the river to try to ease the burning sensation on her skin. She wished the woman could just go away, but she seemed to have found her ability to speak again. 6 years I've spent washing this for my baby, and 7 years more I will have to spend in the same spot, thanks to your big mouth. The more Bettina washed her face, the more it burned. What have you done to me? She cried. In between tears, she could see her reflection in the water. The left side of her face was red and swollen. What have you done to me? She cried again, turning towards the attacker. But the woman was gone. In her place, there was only the bloody baby gown the woman was washing by the river. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do let me know by leaving a comment down below or leaving a thumb up. And if you would like to share this video with someone that you know would like to hear this horror story, please do. I will see you next time. Biri.
Oh, welcome to Sardinia. Ow! Ooh, in a nutshell.
Shush now.